Hello, good morning guys. Welcome back to our video presentation of math lessons in grade 9. We are already in week 6 using module number 6 of quarter 2 entitled Addition and Subtraction of Radical Expressions. We have two objectives of this module, that is to add and subtract radical expressions, and second is to simplify these radical expressions right after adding or subtracting if possible. Okay, starting out with lesson number 1. I guess you only have one lesson, and that is addition and subtraction of radical expressions. What's in? Before we begin our lesson, let's recall on identifying similar and not similar radicals. But prior to that, we need to remember the radical notation. What are the different parts of the radical? You have there x nth root of a, wherein this symbol is the radical sign, and there is the index or order of the radical. A stands for the radicand, is either a variable or a number. X there is the coefficient of the radical. So coefficient, numerical coefficient. Pwede po siya literal coefficient of the radical. So those numbers and variables found outside the radical expression are considered coefficients. Note, if no index is written, it is understood that the index is 2 because 2 is the least index. What's in? Tell whether the given sets of radicals are similar or dissimilar or not similar. You have 10 items. Kano sa ito makaingon nga they are like radicals or not like radicals. Kano sa ito makaingon nga they are similar radicals. Similar radicals are radicals that have the same index and the same radicand. Pag same radicand, same og number og variable og exponent, suits radical symbol. Okay, example number 1. Is it similar or this not similar? Number 1 is given 5 square root of 3, negative 2 square root of 3, 9 square root of 3. What have you observed? Pareho silang square root of 3. So para sa radicand, para sa index. Though lain sila mga number sa gawas, but sa tayo standard rules as similar radicals, same index, same radicand. So nisakay siya sa kuan conditions. So it is yes. How about example number 2? 2 square root of 12, negative 3 square root of 2, and 5 square root of 2. Is it similar or not similar? It is no. Kaya nga naman, kung ato ning i-simplify ang 12, the factors of 12 are 4 times 3. Kaya ang factor sa 12, dapat doon na siya factor ng perfect square, which is 4. Kaya ang atong index is imaginary 2. So 4 times 3, the square root of 4 is 2. Yan, multiply sa 2 sa gawa, that should be 4. Yan, nabilin, so radical symbol is 3. So kung atong i-simplify ang 2 square root of 12, that will give us 4 square root of 3. Yeah. Ang square root of 3 di man pare sa square root of 2 o square root of 2. So therefore, the radicals are not similar. So no. How about number 3? Square root of A, square root of B, square root of C. Yes or no? Definitely no. Though parehos like index 2, 2 ug 2. Pala ang ilahang radicand di man pareha. A, B, and C. Definitely no. Number 4. The fifth root of 4, the fifth root of 5, and the fifth root of 9. Are they similar or not? So the condition, dapat same index. O, parehos like index 5, 5, 5. Pero ang question, do they have the same radicand? Same numbers inside the radical symbol? O, delete. 4, 5, and 9 are different. So therefore, the answer should be no. How about number 5? Do they have the same index? 4, 4, and 4. Second condition, do they have the same radicand? xy, xy, and xy. So same, no? So it is yes. How about number 6? Do they have the same index? 3, 3, and 3. Check. Second condition, do they have the same radicand? xy square, and xy square. Pareho sila og sulod. So it is yes. Number 7. Do they have the same index? Imaginary 2, 3, and 3. So sa first condition palandaan, palpak na. So therefore, it is no. Even if pareho pa na sila og radicand 7, 7, and 7. But since usa nila dili pareha og index sa uban, so it should be no. Next, do they have the same index? 3, 3, and 3. Check. Same radicand, z square, z square, z square. So check. It is yes. Even if lain pa na og mga number or variable outside the radical symbol, but since it satisfies the two conditions of a similar radical, so the answer should be yes. Number 9. Do they have the same index? 2, 2, and 2. Do they have the same radicand? 2 gyapon ang nasa sulod, 2 ang nasa sulod, 2 ang nasa sulod. But how about the numbers outside? It is not part. So therefore, the answer should be yes. As long as the same index, the same radicand. Last number. Do they have the same index? 2. Imaginary 2, imaginary 2. Square root na puro. Do they have the same radicand? ab square, ab square, a square b. So, sino nalahi? Nalahi ang ikatulo na expression. So, therefore, the answer should be no. So, nasabtan ra, kung sa makatawag og similar or dissimilar radicals. G? Okay. We'll proceed. What's new? So, similar radicals are radicals are considered similar when it has the same index and same radicand. So it's very important for us to know and to make use of the concept of similar radicals in our next lesson for this module, that is adding and subtracting radical expressions. So we can only add and subtract radicals when they are of similar terms. Dapat parihag, index, pariha, o radicand before we can add and subtract the numbers or variables outside the radicals. Example. Concept there is, for example, a concept. X nth root of a plus y nth root of a. Para silang nth root of a, no? Nth root of a. Ang nakalain na nila ang variables outside, x and y. So, is equal to the sum of x and y copying the same radical nth root of a. Same with subtraction. Parehas lang nth root of a, then subtract ra ang numbers or variables outside x minus y. So we'll make use of this concept in our example. Activity number 1. Compare me and you will see. Simplify and perform each operation. Compare the result in both columns, column A and column B. Let's try to check if nabasa kalainan or wala. Square root of 4 plus square root of 4. Parehas lang square root of 4, no? The numbers outside square root of 4 is 1 and 1. Munang 1 plus 1 is 2. Then copy the same radical. Para mananay, no? Nth root of A, nth root of A, gicopy nth root of A. Nag-i-add ra ang numbers outside, x plus y. So, that is 1 plus 1. So, that is 2. I-copy square root of 4. But remember, the square root of 4 is 2 man. Okay, 4 is a perfect square. So, square root of 4 is 2 times 2 na sa gawas. Kasi magawas man ang root sa 4 which is 2, multiply siya sa number na nasa gawas pod, which is 2. So, 2 times 2 is 4. Next. Number 2. 5 square root of 4 plus 1 square root of 4. So that is 6 square root of 4. Now square root of 4 is 2 times 6, 12. Next. 8 square root of 4 minus 5 square root of 4. 8 minus 5 is 3. Then square root of 4, copy. Square root of 4, 2. Times 3, 6. Parehas lang cube root of 8. Ang number sa gawas, ikaduhang cube root of 8 is 1. So that is 7 plus 1. So that is 8. Cube root of 8. Then ang cube root sa 8, pila man? 8 is a perfect cube, no? Which can be expressed as 2 cube. 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So therefore, the cube root of 8 is... Cube root sa 8 pila? It should be 2. 2 times 8, munang 16. Then next, 7 cube root of 8 minus cube root of 8. Parehas number 4, pero minus lang. So, 7 minus 1 is 6. Then copy cube root of 8. Cube root sa 8 is 2 times 6, 12. How about those answers in column B? Are they the same with column A? Parihan ko yung tanawon. 2 square root of 4, so therefore yung answer 4. 6 square root of 4, 6 square root of 4, the answer should be 12. 3 square root of 4, 3 square root of 4, the answer should be 6. 8 cube root of 8, the answer should be 16. Then 6 cube root of 8, the answer should be 12. So to continue, so on activity number 1, do you see any difference between column A and column B answers? So obviously they have the same answer. So to continue, the next part, activity number 2, I'll let you add and subtract these 6 radical expressions. Number 1, 4 square root of 2 plus 3 square root of 2. The answer is 7 square root of 2. Number 2, 10 cube root of 3 minus 15 cube root of 3. They have same radical, cube root of 3. So 10 minus 15 is negative 5 cube root of 3. Number 3, they have the same radical, square root of 7. So we add and subtract the numbers outside. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 minus 2 is 6. Square root of 7. The fourth example is pareho silang fifth root of 6. So we subtract and add the numbers outside. 12 minus 10 is 2. 2 plus 1, imaginary 1 man siya, no? 2 plus 1 is 3. Fifth root of 6. The fifth one, they are the same radical, square root of 5y, square root of 5y, square root of 5y. So we add and subtract the numbers and the variables outside. Like terms many. 2x plus 5x is 7x. 7x minus 10x, negative 3x square root of 5y. The last one is pareho silang radical. They're not of the same radical. Y. The given is 3 square root of 11 plus 5 cube root of 11 plus 2 fourth root of 11. So then log index, the indices are different, 2, 3, and 4. So therefore we cannot add the numbers outside even if they are of the same radicand but dahisag index. So the answer would be the same gihapon. How did you add and subtract items 1 to 5? So simply we add the numbers or subtract the numbers outside because they are of similar radicals. What do you think is the reason that we can add those radicals in item number 6? Can't we add those radicals in item number 6? Definitely no, kay why? The radicals are not similar. In the sense nga, they are of different indices. So what is it? Radicals can only be added or subtracted when they are similar, meaning it has the same index and same radicand. But there are terms which may not look like similar, but when some simplifications are done, they can be similar and can be combined. Sabi na kung di sa barag index, okay, there is a way. So what should be done? So examples here. Number 1, 6 square root of 2 plus 9 square root of 2 minus 4 square root of 2. Parehas lang square root of 2, so we add and subtract the numbers outside. 6 plus 9 minus 4. So what is that? 11 square root of 2. Sample number 1. The answer is 11 square root of 2. Number 2. 9 square root of 5 minus 4 square root of 5 minus 6 square root of 3 plus 2 square root of 3. So, ang pwede mo combine ra ang parihag radical. Ang parihang square root of 5 o ang parihang square root of 3. So, sila ra po ang mga numbers outside of each radical can be added or subtracted. Ang kaparihara. So, what will happen? 9 minus 4 square root of 5. Then, negative 6 plus 2 square root of 3. Ang sign is ang operation is the sign of the next number, no? So, munang akong emphasize din ha, gin close parenthesis ang negative 6 kay minus 6 minus is the sign of 6, so negative 6 plus 2 niya parehas lang square root of 3. So what is the answer? That is 5 square root of 5 and negative 4 square root of 3. Okay, number 3. 7 square root of 27 plus 3 square root of 75. Parehas lang square root pero ang mga radical nila lain-lain. So what shall we do? They can be factored out. So the factors of 27, ang perfect square is 9 times 3 since 9 is a perfect square. 75 as a factors of 25 times 3 since 25 is a perfect square. Then square root of 9 is 3. 8 times the 7 sa gawas. Then pabilin square root of 3 plus 3. Square root of 25 is 5. I-multiply sa 3 sa gawas. Then pabilin square root of 3. 7 times 3 is 21 square root of 3. 3 times 5, 15 square root of 3. Similar radicals, no? Square root of 3 puro. So we add 21 and 15. That is 36 square root of 3. Next example, number 4. 5 cube root of 32 minus 3 cube root of 108. Question. How do we factor 32 on 108 in such a way nga nasa perfect cube sa factors? Okay, this one. 5. The factors of 32 nga perfect cube is 8 times 4 because 8 is a perfect cube. The cube root of 8 is 2, no? So 8 times 4, 32. 108 yung factors nga perfect cube, 27 times 4. So next. So the cube root of 8 is 2. Gain close part of parenthesis, so pato siya gain multiply para makita ang iyang process. Cube root sa 8 is 2, pabilin cube root of 4 minus 3 times the expression. Ang cube root sa 27 is 3 because 27 is a perfect cube. The root is 3, pabilin cube root of 4. Next, ato gi-multiply ang 5 ug ang 2. So 5 times 2 is 10, copy cube root of 4. 3 times 3 is 9, so minus 9 cube root of 4. So pwede na masubtract ang 10 ug ang 9 since they are of the same radical na cube root of 4. So the answer, 10 minus 9 is 1, or pwede po siya suot na lang cube root of 4. Understood nga imaginary 1 ang coefficient sa gawas. Number 5. Given is 5 square root of 8 minus 3 square root of 50 plus 8 square root of 72. The three radicals are square root, so therefore in factor nimo sa 8, 50 ug 72 should have a factor of perfect square. Okay, is equal to 5. Factors of 8 is 4 times 2. Factors of 50, 25 times 2. Factors of 72, 36 times 2. Then we copy 5, 3, and 8 outside. Square root of 4 is 2. So I multiply sa 5 minus sa gawas. Copy square root of 2. Minus 3, square root of 25 is 5. Manang gawas, no? Ang 5. Multiply sa 3. Copy square root of 2. Plus 8. Square root of 36 is 6. Multiply sa 8. Then copy square root of 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Square root of 2. 15 square root of 2. 8 times 6, 48 square root of 2. Parehas lang square root of 2, so we can subtract and add the numbers outside. So what is 10 minus 15 plus 48? That is 43 square root of 2. We'll use your calculator. Okay, those are 5 examples. Maybe we can have another set of examples. Okay, number 6. 2 cube root of 24a cubed b4 plus 3a cube root of 81 b exponent 4. So we factor the first radicand. 24 has factors 8 times 3, wherein 8 is a perfect cube, no? Dapat ang factors sa 24 doon ay perfect cube o dili perfect cube. So 8 is a perfect cube. 8 times 3 is 24. So cube root of 8 times 3. Then ang a cube, gi-retain lang simply because the exponent is the same with the index. Ang atong giusab ang b exponent 4 gibungkag or gi-factor as b cube b1. b exponent 1. Then plus the second expression plus 3a. Then ang 81 gi-factor as 27 times 3, wherein 27 is a perfect cube. Okay, index nato is 3 man, so dapat na perfect cube. So that is 27 times 3. Then ang b exponent 4 gi-factor as b cube times b exponent 1. Next, part of the solution, cube root sa 8 is 2. Muna na yung parenthesis 2. Tapad sa 2 nga nasa gawas. Then, a cube cancels index 3. So, magawas ang a. Ang b cube cancels index 3. Magawas ang b. So, ang wala na yung magawas is ang 3 o ang b exponent 1 or 3b. Then, copy the index 3. Then, copy plus 3a. Cube sa 27 is 3, no? Okay, 3 cube man ni ang 27. So, gawas ang 3. Then, b cube cancels x index na 3. So, nagawas ang b. Ang nabilin, 3b exponent 1 or 3b. Index is 3. So, cube root of 3b. 2 times 2 is 4. Copy ab. Copy cube root of 3b. Plus 3 times 3, 9. Copy ab. Copy cube root of 3b. So, the two radicals are similar now. Parehas lang cube root of 3b. Then we can add 4ab or 9ab. That is exactly 13ab cube root of ab. Number 7. 4 times the square root of 2 over 25 plus 9 times the square root of 2 over 25. Anong nagamit ko sa word ng times? Ketungod, this is product 9 and its radical. So, since parehong sila og radical, 2 square root of 2 over 25, so we add 4 and 9. 4 plus 9, then copy square root of 2 over 25. 4 plus 9 is 13. Then, ang square root of 2 over square root of 25, if you will recall, sa module number 5, simplifying radicals, no? Or sa module number 4, itong laws of radical, module number 5, one of the laws of radical. The square root of a quotient is the square root of the numerator over the square root of the denominator. Separate. So, square root of 2 over square root of 25. That is equal to copy 13. Then, copy square root of 2. Okay, what may square root of 2? But there is square root of 25, and that is 5. Or, we can write 13 square root of 2 over 5. Since 13 is a whole number, so automatically it should be written beside the numerator. So, for the 13 and square root of 2 over 5 or 13 square root of 2 over 5, pareha rin sila. They mean the same. So, what's more? We will answer what's more on page 6 activity. Then after that one, you will answer post-test items 1 to 10 letters only on page 7 and 8. Okay, I guess marag we only have one lesson for this module 6. So thank you once again for listening to this video lesson. Hope this have helped you in understanding this module. Once again, I'm Sir Ian Espino saying thank you.